Nothing will make you feel emptier than thinking money will fill your void and then realizing it doesn't. A lot of times people always say, if I can get this far, if I can get this money, I will be happier. I will be in a better place. There's obviously people who need money just to survive, basic necessities. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about people who need money for status. I think a really interesting thing for me was when I finally was able to get my business to a certain place. We were able to get it to $1.2 billion valuation. I should have felt fulfilled for everything that I had accomplished up to that point. You know, I went shopping, bought things, maybe even was a little flashy at that point in my life, thinking that that was gonna make me feel some type of validation, some type of good enough, because obviously I didn't feel good enough in myself. None of those things came. In fact, it was like this horrible cycle of needing to get more and more and more to fill this void. And at one point I just crashed. And I remember saying to myself, I have all these things and I feel like I feel ashamed of that part of me, because when I see all the things that I bought, I see a woman who was broken. To me, if I was going to define what it means to be rich, it's knowing who I am, feeling confidence in that, loving that person, and feeling like no matter where that person shows up, they are good enough, they belong there, and if anybody has a problem with it, it doesn't matter. That is rich. That is something money can't buy. Money is there to help me do things that I want to do, but I don't need it. And that has been a really powerful thing for me personally. You know, working for external validation, working for those material things versus working for internal validation, the inner peace, those things that money just cannot buy, those are two very different things. I think it's so important we have these honest conversations. There's more pressure on us now than ever before to look a certain way, to have certain things. If you do love money, hey, that is great for you. But if this video did resonate with you, let me know, because I'd love to talk about this a little bit more. I think there's a lot to unpack here.